Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the official review of the TLX2020. My baby, my first car for Farming Simulator 19 is back for you all, and hopefully it's gonna be here for you all before Christmas. A Christmas present from 82 Studio to you all. Let's check it out. So here we are with some of the presets of the TLX 2020. I'm excited for you to get those. Here, the basic TLX 2020 regular tires and regular everything. But it's not all that. You can also have fun setting it up as an off-road beast, know the wilderness, and also within style, know new maps, explore new ways. Or if you want to transport your crops, you got your tippet. You can transport them around your farm, between your fields to your animals. I got your back. With animals too, the Liq-IT. The Liq-IT can transport all the liquids. Every single one of the liquids can be transported with this baby, and it also has an option of a slurry spreader. So if Liq-IT is your thing, of course the 2020 got your back. Or you might want to do logging within style, of course, as usual, with the Liq-IT bed, extendable and foldable poles, and looking better than ever. You can also use one of the most anticipated add-ons for the 2020, the Yacht-IT, in case you want to take care of a Lawncare business or you want to transport the soon to be released Jack Moose Moet. It is here and it's gonna be here for you. Last but not least, you might have a lot of productions. You might just want to go and check how your bakery is doing, how your flour is getting produced, or how your tomatoes are. In this case, the TLX 2020 has a most extreme version just to drive around and to have fun. With all that, let's check out the store, let's see all the options, and get ready to prepare yours. The 2020 is here, and the first change that you notice are the tires or the wheels. There is a limit right now in the Modhub where we cannot have our predefined wheel, our custom wheels by default shown at the store. So what I did is use the Continental tires that you can find on the pickup 2017. Now, as usual, and you are used to see those, the presets. If you go to the presets, you go left and you're gonna find the preset 1. It's gonna preset a lot of options and limit also everything that you can choose. This is my own preset. I activate a bunch of stuff for my liking, but you don't need to use it. I'm gonna remove that right now, so you're gonna be able to go through all the options that we have in the store. Wheel brands, we're gonna have, as I said, default Continental tires. Then you're gonna go to a new look, a new way to present the tires, the basic tires. Basic tires using the basic rims and the basic tires. Inside basics you find standard, Nokian, duals, and back to standard. Next brand is going to be sport tires. Almost the same selection of tires, but with a sport rim inside. We have street tires, we have the Nokians, performance, Nokian duals, and back to street. You are also going to have high performance tires. You saw them on the black TLX 2020 at the end of the video. So here in high performance, you have main performance, you have wide rear tires, you have performance duals, and then you have a low profile or slam TLX 2020 for those who like them. Now we can hold duals and back to standard. The next wheel brand is going to be the off-road tires, or the also known all-terrain tires. Remember, the branding is a delicate thing, so right now I'm going to use only off-road, mudding, and all these things that are going to make things easier for everybody and not to have any kind of issue. Inside the off-road we have standard, performance duals, and back to standard. Now we also have a new category, a new brand, which is mudding. The mudding tires, as usual, standard, performance duals, or back to standard. We have three extra wheels inside the wheel brand matting. So you're gonna have with the bed locks and the red bed locks, same option on everything. Last but not least, the all-powerful snow tires. which gives you a lot of traction and a lot of power while it's icy or snowy. The options: standard, performance, duals, and performance duals. Back to standard. Now the next option, I'm just gonna predefine that those two: modding and the modding duals. Now the next option that you can see is the front grille. Standard is going to be a black made looking black plastic grille, but you can move into matching grille to the main color or matching it to the design color. For those who like a most extreme or more visible looking, of course you can go to a chrome front grille, which is going to be shiny, shiny, shiny. I gotta love the chrome in 1922, it's awesome. I'm gonna preset at main color. Now the vinyls, and yes, the vinyls are back. Same ones that we had back in 19, and we will see if we improve them, add more, or change them within the future. Right now, you have the basics, and we will see where we go from there. In the vinyls, you have the vinyl 1. As you can see, it's cut because it requires the pickup bed to be completed. You can go to 82 logistics, and you can go to vinyl 3 that was special tribute. In this case, I'm just gonna go for the 82 logistics vinyl. Now we move down to extras. In extras, you can have side steps, steel, black, bull bar, steel or black, everything steel or everything black. I'm gonna leave it black. Lighting, we have tons of options in there. So in lighting, you have the LED bar, you have the strobe bar, you have here at the front the bull bar light 1, squarey, a little bit bigger, and then all sort of combinations in between these three elements. We have the bull bar lights, the LED, and the beacon bar or the emergency bar. You can have all sort of combinations here until you find the one you like the most. I'm gonna go with the front ones and the squarey bigger ones. I'm not gonna set up anything on the top because I'm gonna change everything, and I'm gonna change a bit there. Now on the kits, what kits means is the body kits. Basically, you can go and you can change the front bumper to match the design color. You can make the front bumper to be black, to be steel, the off-road bumper black, the off-road bumper with the main color, the off-road bumper steel. Then you move to a widened body kit where we have our fenders and our bumper widen, also with the front tires. Design, black, steel, and back to the off-road 1, off-road main, off-road steel, and back to standard. In this case, I'm gonna select this one, which is gonna be the bumper painted as the main color with the widened fenders. Now cab lights. We move here to the top, to the roof of the car, of the truck, and on the cab lights we have a rounded options or a squared options. I'm gonna leave the square options active. Now in the attachers, included but not useful right now because the TLX2020 plow has not been yet released. It's going to be released. We have also the option to set up the plow mount. In this case, I'm gonna leave it off because it's not working. Now in the mirrors. The mirrors, we got standard mirrors or we got towing mirrors. In these options, in the 2020, we have a 3.3 liter turbocharged, or we have a 4.2 liter turbocharged. Not crazy power, not crazy horsepower, but a lot of torque, a lot of low power when towing. Now we move back to, I'm gonna leave the standard option though. Now we move back to main color. On main color, we have a new palette. Probably you're gonna start looking everywhere, but we have a new palette, and you can see that it's 4 whites, 4 reds. Why? Because we have a new color. Let's check it to, for example, ruby red. That was the old ruby painted red. That's painted metal on 19. It looks better than it was looking in 19, but still still the same effect on the painting. What happened if we go to the new one, which is the ruby red gloss? That is a completely shiny and new car paint looking, that looks absolutely gorgeous. In this case, it looks amazing. In this case, I'm not gonna use red because I like to match with the logistics, so I'm gonna go to the JCB. And the JCB, all the default colors on the 2020, no matter what the one you pick here, are going to be the gloss, are going to be using the new one. It's going to be using the new color palette. So New Holland, it's gonna look like that. We're gonna change, for example, if we change to nitro blue, somebody's gonna be very happy about that one, but the nitro blue is looking better than ever. In this case, I'm gonna go to JCB, and it's gonna be a gloss JCB. Moving into the design color or the stripe color, we have here, and you can change it to silver, you can change it to pink, yellow, glossy pink. In this case, I'm gonna move to the new silver, and I'm gonna let you experiment with the changing with the different colors. Now back at the ring color, the usual colors. I haven't set down here the ring colors, the gloss ones. That's in purpose. I really don't like how it looks, and I'm gonna go for an aluminum looking on the rims. That looks beautiful. That looks beautiful. We can also go a little bit more extreme, right? And this one we can go to JCB yellow. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. There you go. So let's leave it like that. Now that was the vehicle. Let's check the attachments. Let's see what we can do with the 2020. Starting with the TLX2020 Trailboss. This is a regular pickup bed with multiple options, multiple customizations. Secondly, we have the TLX Flatbed. It's a Bradford build inspired flatbed, tension belts, rear hitch, gooseneck hitch. Again, to transport anything you want and to put anything you want into the flatbed. The third option is the TLX2020 Tippet. The Tippet can hold from 6,000 up to 82,000 liters. This is an unreal capacity that we don't know if it's going to be available or not. We submitted it. We will see what happens. Now the Tippet can be also set up as an open bed, no tailgate, no tip back operation, and these ramps can go down from the bed to allow you to load anything you want, anything that fits on top of it. It also has a hidden gooseneck hitch because it's compatible with the soon to be released TLX salt spreader. We continue down the list, and of course the TLX 2020 Liq-IT allows you to transport all your liquids. You can also set it up as a slurry spreader if that's your thing. We continue with the lug-it attachment, designed originally for logging, with the side poles to help you position all the logs inside on top of it, but can also be folded. So these poles can be folded to the sides, the top rack can also be folded, and it becomes a regular flatbed with a different looking. The next one is the all-known Yachted, one of the latest attachments that we released for FarmSim 19 and was designed specifically to transport the also soon to be released Jagdmoose Mowed. The ramp can go up and down, it has a rear hitch that can be folded and unfolded, and it's meant to be used for yacht and for lawn care. In the end, basically roleplay. Last of the attachments, the last one is the Bale-IT. This is also a flatbed with straps, with a gooseneck that you can use to transport anything you want with a different style, but also has an added function. It has round bales autoload. Only the smallest one, the 125 centimeters bales, can be automatically loaded with this bed. Now let's look back to the beginning and let's check the TLX 2020 Trailboss, the regular pickup, and all his options. It's a very light addition. It's only weighed 1 ton, 1,000 kilos, and it's a very nice looking pickup bed. If you're familiar with FarmSim 19, it was quite popular back then. We have several configurations though. We can go into extras, and we are going to start customizing everything that goes on top of the bed. For example, we can add a toolbox, we can add side rails, we can add a roll bar, also a different color for the roll bar. We can add a headache rack. We can add a headache rack with the side rails, headache rack with the toolbox, and last but not least, the foldable and unfoldable cover. Of course, back to standard. Fenders. We have two options here at fenders. We have dual fenders or regular fenders. Dual fenders with the side markers. And now we move to the vinyls. The vinyls options is going to give us the continue Lawncare vinyl, the continue of the logistics vinyl, and the continue for the breast cancer awareness vinyl. Back to without vinyls. Rear bumper, we can change the color basically of the rear bumper to make it match the main color, make it match the design color, black, steel, or back to main color. Now, if we go to the colors, we have the exact same palette that we've seen on the 2020, so with a new gloss also available for the Trailboss. The second attachment is the TLX2020 flatbed. It also weighs 1 ton and it's a very versatile flatbed. No limits on the width of the load, custom lights, custom options, Bradford inspired bed, and also you can change from a classic diamond plate to a rubber duck looking to the flatbed. Personally, I like this one. Now, lighting, you have standard, working lights, strobe bar, or both. Main color, all the colors that you have on the new palette, plus dark steel, aluminum, and chrome. Please don't do chrome. I know you're gonna do that now. So you can change anything, any of those values to the one you like. Now also the option of set up the license plate. I'm going to type 2. I'm just gonna set back in 82 D. Oh. And okay, so here we go. We have the license plate in the bottom left corner. The third of the attachments is the 2020 tippet. It's a dumper. It's a very versatile dumper. It goes from 6,000 liters up to 8,000 liters with the extension. And if you go to the unreal capacity, if Giants approves it, we're gonna go to 82,000 liters capacity without affecting the weight. You can also change the design of the extension to the wood paneling, classic wood paneling, or you can go to painted panels. Main color, the exact same combination that we've seen before, and also the design color that in this case is gonna change the panels on the side. Can go to aluminum, and we have these aluminum looking side panels. Again, you can set up the license plate. I'm not gonna go crazy with this one. You just place OK, and this is the position where the license plate is gonna be located. Remember, this license plate reads the license plate from the map. Okay. The next one is the tippet open bed, and it's a variation of the tippet, but in this case, removing the tailgate, it's not going to tip back, and it has ramps that you can actually use to load anything you want, and that fits at the back of the bed. The next attachment is the liquid. In this case, you can transport any liquid in the game in this tiny tank, 5,000 liters, 700 kilos of weight, and you can set it up as a multi-product or as a slurry sprayer. The slurry sprayer activates the slurry spraying unit, and it also you can set up also the lighting among a lot of options and combinations to the back of it. Beacons, no beacons, working lights, no working lights. Main color, any color you like. I like this one to be chrome, and the other ones are going to be the metal pieces of it. We're gonna go to polished looking, so we have a very shiny tippet. We are down to 3 attachments left, and in this case the Liq-IT, very functional bed with the foldable poles. This is purely a flat bed. You can set up lights or no light, and you can change the main color to the regular palette or the design color to the old palette. The design color is going to change the poles. We're going to put them, like for example, in pink for you to see, and the main color is going to change the color of the bed. Stainless steel, and you have a nice looking bed. Remember, these poles can be folded and unfolded for your use. If you want to use something that is wider than the bed, or you're not going to use the poles, you can fold them also. Working lights or no working lights are also available and controllable by the joystick or mouse control. Down to 2 attachments, and we go into the Yachted, one of the highly anticipated mods or additions that we created for the TLX2020 back in 19, making his comeback now to 22. In here, options, we can change the decor, the decoration, into inactive or active, and it's going to show a machete there, and also a weed eater. It's not functional, it's just decoration as it says here, and we can also set the lighting, setting up working lights or no working lights. Main colors, all the colors that you already know. You can also use Chrome if you like. I know someone's gonna use it, so here it goes. And you can also use the new glossy colors. Last but not least, one of the most useful attachments, the TLX2020 Bale-IT beating a fitting bed, where you can actually use it as a flatbed. Also, it is a flatbed, or you can set it up to use autoload. It's gonna be able to autoload up to 3 bales, a little bit heavier because of all the arms, and the bales that are accepted are the ones that are 125 centimeters diameter. Lighting, you can go with the lighting, bars, beacons, or anything you want. Colors, you can go to any color you like, and the design color you can change the diamond plate to steel, to rubber, or to the newest one, rugged endings, some sort of a rugged plastic. It has all the lights and also can be set up with the license plate. It's going to be positioned at the exact same place that it was before. So here you have it. All the attachments from the Bale-IT to the audit, you can actually go and perform transport any work at your farm. Now, is there anything else? Of course, because you might want to have the Trailboss, but you might want to transport liquids. So, down into packs, if we move to the pack 82's logistics, you're gonna have versions of the attachments, but in this case, trailed. So, you're gonna have a tippet trailer, you're gonna have a liquid trailer, you're gonna have a luggage trailer, and last but not least, you're gonna have a yachted trailer. Now, before anybody asks, no, we're not gonna have a Bale-IT trailer because it really makes no sense. So, having said that, let's jump into the field and let's see one of the options that I've set it up. So here we are in the field next to my personal 82's Logistics 2020. This is the 4.2 liters and it has the theme of the 82 Logistics. Now we have two engines in here. We have the TLX2020 and this is the 4.2. This is not the 6.7 and it's gonna sound different. Let's check the sounds and let's see how it sounds in 2022 with the new gearboxes. This is the idle, ridiculous horn. Nobody uses horn. And also change in here, now that we are in the store, the light sequences. Because right now we have driving lights, we have headlights, we have high beams, and we have high range lighting. So all these stages of the lights are getting used. Now, let's accelerate it. Let's rum a little bit. This is the sound of a 4.2 liter Nissan inspired engine. I really like it, I love it, but there is more. Let's check the next one. In this case, I've set up my 2020 with the 6.7 liter engine, all powerful 6.7 liter engine with a very shiny blue chrome rims, white stripe, the roll bar with the new lights in everything. Also, the license plates been set, and this sounds different. You can see also the tires are different. We are using the off-road or the all-terrain tires. Let's see how it sounds. Now the idle is already known from 19, but with the gearboxes, this is what happened. I love the sound of that. Let's go back to the store because I cannot wait for you to have the 2020 back in your farms. I'm gonna park them one to the other and we're gonna check a last picture. The last picture, and I will leave you to be. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like to the video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, remember to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss videos, streams, and everything we share around here. Having said that, guys, and with the following picture, I will leave you to enjoy. Be nice, play nice, and see you around. Bye!